Hello, I'm Milford's Mayor, Ben Blake, and I'm here with longtime volunteer Joyce Milne to celebrate 100 years of the Red Cross in Milford, Connecticut. I grew up with the Red Cross. I took swim lessons at Gulf Beach when I was a kid with the Red Cross, and then as a teenager I became a Red Cross certified lifeguard. And now as an adult I see the full breadth of what the Red Cross offers to our community. From blood drives to disaster relief to recovery coordination. They do a whole host of things, and we have partnered with the Red Cross now for 100 years. Just last year, the Red Cross at the state level, the state of Connecticut, recognized the city of Milford as a community hero because of the relief work that we've done after Storm Sandy and Storm Irene. But to give us a little bit more history, a little bit more background as to the century of service that we've had at the Red Cross here in Milford, my good friend Joyce Milne.
Thank you, Mayor, for having us here today. And going through things in the attic at the big white building at the five-way intersection, I think everybody recognizes it as the Red Cross with the white building with the Red Cross on it. And I came across the very first book of the secretary, 1917, and there was such a wealth of information and historical information in here, talking first about the production that the women of Milford were doing during World War I, but actually it was the first things were sent to the Mexican border, where there were border wars going on. But by the end of World War I, the women of Milford had produced, and I have the paper here, they had produced 10,675 garments in their workroom since 1917 and had made over 500,000 surgical dressings. They even continued this after World War I for a while when those dressings were given to Milford Hospital. In 1917, they also started first aid classes. In 1928, long before the mayor started his swim lessons, or I did in my hometown, 1928 they started lessons at Gulf Beach and at the town beach in Silver Sands. We started getting involved in disaster shortly before the hurricane in 1938. Evidently there was some major flooding in New England in 1936. Since then, we've been involved not only with local disasters, but with having volunteers be deployed to other cities, other states, to Katrina. Let's see, and we also, during World War II is when the motor corps started. And there were many women who are our motor service drivers, and they were transported, they started their work on the day after Pearl Harbor, transporting National Guard to their posts and so on. In 1951, on Flag Day, was the first bloodmobile held here in Milford. So over the years, many things have changed depending on the times as to what is needed, what is no longer, like we no longer do any production of surgical dressings or anything of that nature. But the need to meet first aid, CPR, disaster needs, to help people prepare for their emergencies, to know what to do in responding to the emergencies. That mission has never ever changed. And we are delighted that even though there's no longer the Milford chapter, there's now one chapter for the entire state of Connecticut and Rhode Island. But there are locations in different areas, Milford building being one of them. Right now, the disaster operations for basically New Haven County work out of this chapter, or this building. So at the one family fire or the apartment fire that you might see here in Milford, you might find Denise Green and her daughter as disaster responders, or you might find someone from Middletown or Branford who are here in the middle of the night responding to where the need is. And the need for blood is always there. So I invite any of you, all of you, to join the Red Cross in any way that you can. You can make a difference.
Absolutely. As we move into the next 100 years, please consider volunteering for the Red Cross. Please give back, consider donating blood. You can make a difference.
Thank you.
Thank you.